Hey, I want to talk about how God will come to you in a dream. You know, some of us in life today, we run from God. We trying to do or we want to do everything that we want to do, not what God wants us to do. No, and God be looking at us, and God see every move that we make. So when we think we getting away, God just to calm and cool. God not gonna mess with you. But when you go to sleep, God can get you while you're dreaming. No, God can come to you in a dream. So God let you have your fun all through the day. God let you have your fun all through the week. But when you go to sleep that night or one night of that week, God it comes to you in a dream. So what God wants you to do, you're gonna do it. See, He have a way to beat you down. He have a way to slow you down. So the point that I'm getting to, have you ever been somewhere and it seemed like I done been here before? You know, God prepare us to do a lot of things. God prepare us for things in a dream. You can be driving down the highway, or you can be driving around, and God can speak to you and tell you something that going to happen just say in the next few minutes or the next hour. See, while you were sleeping, God was working on you. See, sometimes God have to wait until we are asleep to get our fullest attention. And that's amazing. Because when you sleep, it pretty much is like you dead. Think about it. You don't know what's going on when you are sleeping. All you know the next morning you don't woke up. Or maybe sometime through the night you wake up. Because when God wants you, He gonna get you. Look, I don't have many dreams. No, God tell us in the words in the Holy Bible. He said, older men gonna dream, young men gonna see vision. But I don't seen both or done both. And what I'm saying, people, let God have control. You don't have to run from God because you really can't run. I mean, you can't hide. So let God use you right then and there because the way God want to use you, it can be that you can save somebody's life. You can bring that person closer to God. What better way or what better thing to do than working for God? Man, that one the greatest blessing you can get. Because when you working for God, you know you're doing something right. You're doing something right when you're working for Him. When you out there speaking about the good Lord, you're doing something right. Because this is what God wants to do. God wants to magnify His name. See, you got some people out here in this world, they say God, God, God. But what God they calling on? See, you really want to mess them up? Start talking about Jesus because there's only one Jesus. I just know all the thing that happened in my life, all the goodness that have happened in my life, it came from Jesus. All of these things, Jesus, He's so amazing. He's so amazing. There are people who have seen Jesus. There are people that Jesus have touched. There are people that Jesus have allowed them to see the devil. Now that really amazing. Jesus will show you the devil because the devil is real too. That's why this world is so corrupt because people they doing more of the devil work than God work. See, God don't ask for a whole lot. The thing that God asks for is simple, but we people we make it seem like it's so hard. But we can do all things through Christ. We just ask Him. We just ask Christ to help us. Jesus would be glad to help us. But no, some people love their sins so much they don't want to give it up. That's why it's so hard for some people to stop doing what they're doing because they love their sins. They love what they do. They love the situation they in because it's of the devil. People, if we just take the time out and trust God, which God is Jesus, trust Him and let Him work our problem or the situation, whatever we going through, let Him work it out. We will come out better because a lot of things that we do, we try to do it for ourselves, and we always end up messing up. When we mess up, sometimes we want to call on Him. Sometimes some people just so selfish and stubborn. What they do, they just like forget it. But God's still willing to fix it if you just call Him and ask Him to help you. Because we all have ups and downs. We all have a problem. Somebody's problem might look bigger than the other, but guess what? They all the same. Because we cannot do nothing without God. So the biggest thing is every day just trust Him, no matter what, no matter how big it seems. Like it's too big for me. It's never too big for God. Never. You know, just live a daily life trusting God through whatever it is that you going through. Like I say, if He want you to do something for Him, if you so busy or you ain't trying to make time for Him, He will get you in a dream. He will come to you in a dream. He will tell you in a dream what to do. And you can be driving. He will tell you while you're driving. He will whisper in your ear. Or He just was trying to just talk to you and tell you what to do. But it's up to you to obey. That one thing about it. He's not going to make you obey Him, but it's up to you to obey, because when you obey Him, blessing come behind that. You're going to get many blessings. When you disobey Him, it's going to be a lot of things that go wrong in your life, and pretty much a lot of people know why a lot of things going wrong in their life, because that was something they should have been doing for God. They know that. Don't let nobody fool you. A lot of people already know why they are having problems, but they don't want to talk about it. Some people are ashamed to talk about it. But how can you get help if you never talk about it? See, if we don't put that pride behind and ask people to help us or ask God to help us, we'll never be able to move forward. We will never be able to move forward. We got to ask for help. And we have to obey God. There's nothing better than doing God's will, because one day, we're gonna die. And we're gonna have to face Him. And nothing greater than He say, well done. I'm telling you, just obey God, because He real. He come to you in dreams. He can come to you through people, but you got to listen because, like I said earlier, there's a lot of things, or I can say a lot of places you have been, and it felt like you have already been there. It because you were there. Because the more you stand or sit down and you look around, it look like you start remembering things like, yeah, I seen this before. I know I done been here. You have, you have, because that's something that God wants you to do there in that town, that city, on that job, that hotel, whatever you might be, that school, whatever you might be. You there for a reason. He prepared you for that, and all you need to do is obey and ask Him what it is you want me to do, and He'll show you the rest. People, take God serious. Take Him very serious because I said this. One day we're gonna leave this earth. I know you have family members somewhere who have passed, and you want to see them again, and you love them so much. You know, one day you want to see them again. This could be the test what God given you to be able to see them again. We need to obey God, not people, not men, not women. Obey God, and everything else will fall in place. Have a blessed day, and I hope and I pray that your day go wonderful.